Alright, hello YouTube. This is the update for day 2. I'm starting day 3 now, but you see the passive, still got the dexterity, dodge plus poison resistance, and then maxing this out for dodge rating percent and damage taken while moving. In this, I'm still getting the 8% increased movement speed, because movement speed is nice. And then we look into Falconer. I got enough to get 4 points into this, getting points on dodge, maxing this out to have a chance to get haste when me or the Falcon attacks. Getting this just to get Crimson Shroud for more poison. This for the Falcon to get more damage per my dex. Using this to get this, and this gives more damage to the Falcon. 1 point in this just to have this buff pop up for the Falcon every so often. 2 points to unlock things. 3 points to get the Falcon giving me health back whenever it hits things. 4 points to give the Falcon giving me armor. I'm thinking about putting 2 more points in this. 4 points in this for the additional potion slot, and whenever I pop a potion I get haste, so it's like just an extra burst just in case I get haste. Plus it gives me an increased haste effect, and I get haste a lot on this build now. 1 point in this. I want to put more points into this, but I don't have them right now. 6 points into this to get the frailty from Caltrops, so now Caltrops is reducing enemy damage. It's another layer of defense. Increased slow duration, and now my slows give me a multiplicative 2% more damage, and I'm always slowing. 6 point in this, so I now have 26% less damage taken while moving, 6% increased movement speed, and more dodge rating, essentially. And these effects double whenever the Falcon hits things, so I end up getting like 12% more damage or less damage while moving. For skills, the falconry, I'm thinking about removing these 4 points here because I want to put more points into Vengeful Nails, and I want to put 1 point into Wind Rider to give me more defense. I'm just not sure if this cooldown is super important right now. This is pretty much where Puncture is, getting 1 point into this. I'll probably put more points into this just for it. I'm not going to put points into this because I don't already have mana issues, so there's no reason to do that. Smoke Bomb is just ultra defensive. I get Dusk Shroud, which gives me more glancing blow and more dodge rating, and I get pretty much Dust Shroud a lot. I'm pumping this, I get 3 stacks of Silver Shroud. I don't really know if there's any difference in having 3 versus having just 1, but I had nothing else to really put the points into. I could have put it in the Leech. I just put 1 point in the Leech because this was my last point. This, like every time I use this, I cleanse all ailments, so it's very defensive. With Net, I took 1 point out of this because I don't have 23, so I can't really get to this one. Put 1 point into this, so essentially I get this Hunter's Advantage whenever I'm using Net for 2 seconds, which doesn't matter. But I get plus 10% more damage, another multiplicative thing, against that target. And that's for all my damage, so it's a big multiplicative thing. I want to put 2 more points into Rending Wires, and I kind of want to get this as well, so if I could get it up to 24 points, that would be really nice. I could remove this, but I like having Smoke Bomb automatically trigger all the time. This is a complete waste because I don't jump. Caltrops, of course. 3 nets, of course. Puncture, of course. Getting the damage per dodge rating is really nice. Another multiplicative thing. Damage and bleed duration, I kind of want more points into this as well. If I change the tree around a bit, I might put more damage here, but Falcon, I just removed 3 points. I just took it out of these 3 points, and I'm going to add it to this. So whenever I consume the Falcon's mark, I'm going to get movement speed and attack speed. And I'll put like 3 points in this. The buff lasts for 3 seconds. And then the Falcon can trigger the Falcon's mark pretty much 40%. I'll have Falcon's mark a lot. But it's, go down here, just getting the elements chance. Going over here to get the execute up here so I can get health and mana back when it kills an enemy or hits the boss. So yeah, it's overall Ready. I'm using decoy on the bar because of that. Right now I'm working on this timeline as well as another timeline to build up my prophecy stuff. And after I do, like after I get a certain level of prophecy stuff, then I'm going to go see if there's a prophecy that has me kill either timeline's boss. And stack those prophecies as much as I can, then kill those bosses before unlocking empowered monoliths. But you see, it's still the same. You're throwing a lot of nets. You're jumping. You're letting your nets shoot off punctures. Just kind of running through the map as much as you can. I'm gonna check and see if they have if the glitch is not going on right now or not. Because there was or if they fixed the things. There was a thing if you did the campaign skip, you couldn't get to Lagon's Island anymore, and there are some prophecies that send you to Lagon's Island, so you can't. You're basically screwed if you did the campaign skip. As you can see, I get haste quite a bit, just because anytime, like it's like 10% of attacks. I'll end up getting haste. And I get 5 potions, so that's kind of nice. Especially for bosses. This build's really good at tower defense. Yeah, that's the current build. What's that? So we'll see how things turn out later. Thanks for watching.